Quick second. All right, so that's gonna be the big problem. Is gonna be off to the right. Is that big blue vehicle? Okay, we're in a good position. We've got, look at the line of sight. I want to point this out, everybody. Look at the line of sight. You notice how he's not right behind this car right here, but off to the side. There's that line. So that's telling you where that positioning is. Look at that line of sight. This is where I typically ride, so I can see. All right, riding a scooter, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. Good swerve. Great swerve, dude. Check your pantalones.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. All right, so we got a new rider. Much more traffic than what we're used to. Oh, hey, he's hustling. Not a big deal. Just kind of be careful with that. It's all good. Great view. I like this. Yeah, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. So orange stage. Okay. All right. Beep. I thought high vis prevented people from doing this. I thought they would see us more if we wore high vis. How come this person did that? Class, write in the comments. What do you think? Like, why? All right. So side of the vehicle right there. Why is there a side of the vehicle? There's pedestrians there. Come on, guys. Orient yourself to the situation. All right. Say it. Same driver, side of the vehicle. Side of the vehicle. Same thing. Move over. Get back in your lane. End of story. All right, so we're gonna move forward once again. Right there. Side of the vehicle. Side of the vehicle, everybody. Let's keep it going. Sorry. Get out of there. Get out of there. You got traffic behind you, buddy. All right, watch out. Good line of sight. Good space cushion. You're good. Just leave it as is. I'm tired of having to say it all the time, but here's the thing. We got a bunch of new riders in here. Welcome to the class. Sign in. But side of the vehicle is going to indicate there's a possible path of travel, and that comes from intersections. It comes from parking lots. It comes from driveways. It comes from anywhere. Be very careful with that. Once you see that, you go into orange stage. So we're going to be moving forward right here. And I have multiple concerns. I really do. You know, this person, if we started getting closer, we could have a possible path of travel if they merged into us in their blind spot. But the real pertinent, the real big one, since he has good, you know, space cushion, he's staggered with this vehicle. The big one is this one. That's a scary one right there. Especially when we have an open lane and Rob Johnson became a crew member. Welcome, baby. Okay, so I'm going to go into orange stage. I'm in yellow stage prior to this. Now I'm in orange stage, and I constantly switch back and forth. Yellow, orange, orange, yellow, orange. I do all that. Orange. We're going to be coming out here, and that's going to be scary because, look, as soon as they come out, what do we have? We have no swerve to the left, and we can't accelerate through unless we do some crazy swerve and make our way out. That's scary. So what can we do? We can swerve to go into the Shoppers Drug Mart. You know, we might be able to do that. Pretty bumpy. Might launch us off the bike. Might lose balance and dump it. Or we can decelerate. This is our braking distance right here. Total stopping distance is perception, reaction, and then braking equals total stopping distance. So how is your braking? So when we see these motorcycle close calls and crashes, this right here, this image is what I look at, and I'm like, man, what do I need to practice to get myself out of this? All right, so we're moving forward. Good line of sight, off in lane position 3. Spotter that has it going 10 below the speed limit. Okay. Oh, we always watch out for those people. Accelerate, 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 accelerate. Or decelerate now, because you had to.
Now you're gonna fucking stop. What the man? God damn.
Yeah. So this person right here took our position for safety. We're going to adapt to it by moving over. Do it now. Don't wait until it becomes a threat. Don't wait until you have to go into orange stage. I'm sorry, red stage. Orange stage you should be in right now. Don't wait until you go into red stage or brown stage. So we're going to go ahead and travel. Once again, so we always start off traveling. You know that. All right. So we have 2 lanes. There it is, a merger. Non-issue so far. What? Serious? We're getting pissed? Class, help me out with this one. What the heck's going on here? Lane filtering. We're moving through traffic. Orange stage. Too much traffic. Watch out for this vehicle. Uncommon thing in common situations. Just slow it down. Slow it down. Okay. Oh. What are we trying to do here? What were we trying to do when it came to that? All right, so we're moving forward. And now here's the thing. We're supposed to be in orange stage. So when orange stage, we need to kind of sit back. Okay, so that means we are not going faster it means that we are getting our hands over the clutch, and it also means we're getting our hands over the front brake if we absolutely had to. And what that's going to do is reduce our reaction time, and now all we have to do is just squeeze for that total stopping distance. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to get started, right? Yep. Oh, hey. Hey everybody. How's everybody doing today? We got a Wednesday live stream today. We're going to have some fun. We got an interesting video about this girl getting thrown off a bike. Seems like there's been a lot more crashes going on lately. Brandon, how you doing? Also, welcome Alex Costa, rookie member, new mustache. Brandon says, I've watched you for about a year now. Got a bike a month ago, and everyone I ride, I hear your voice tell me what and what not to do. Thank you. I hope what I'm telling you to do is good. I mean, and what I'm telling you not to do, it's not like I'm trying to make sure you're not, I don't know. For me, it's like telling people what to do. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But it's just, it's so interesting. It's so crazy that people take my advice and actually apply it. I don't know. I should give myself a little more credit. That's one of the issues that I've been having lately. So what I do here before class starts and after class, let's go ahead and put some music on. Is I like to talk to you guys about what I'm doing beforehand, or not beforehand, but what I'm doing now, some updates here and there, and then also, kind of how things are going. And so imposter syndrome has been pretty big lately. So if you guys know, I talk about mental health on here, so I should be taking those wins. So thank you guys. I see a lot in there. Saying that I've been helping you out. So I'm happy. Okay, I got to accept that, right? Whew. All right. Yeah, Demon, you good? Right over, Demon. Hey, right over here. Yep. Whew. It's humbling. It's very humbling. Try not to have an ego, but man, does it feel good sometimes. To hear these things. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. How you doing, Nathan? How you doing? Yeah, not enough likes. You got a lot of people in here, but not enough likes. In order to get kind of started, we need at least 200 people signed into class. Whew. You had a panic break, and because of my voice, you didn't eat poo-poos. Brandon Cheney, I am glad. The goal is to just be as safe as possible, and it's really difficult to do that in a panic. So, training is such a big thing in that, right? Arrhythmia. What kind do you have? All right, you went away. All right. Who has a pencil? Yeah. Can some rookies? Have you been chewing on all the pencils? We'll get the crayons. You guys ate those too? Yeah. I know. I had to get off watching on Dr. Disrespect, Demon. I was there with you. He was going to Nakatomi Plaza and everything, and I got work. Several red stage maneuvers in less than a year of riding. Oh man. Well, I'm glad your fundamental skills are doing well. That's tough. Yeah, get that. Make sure you guys are getting that situational awareness in. Go into those orange stages when you need to, so you're prepped and ready. Dan, you saved my life with this training. I used to ride like a maniac. Now I take pride in being a safer. Hey, I'm glad you take pride. Hey, there's a community, JM. That's the thing. There's a community around here that wants everyone to be safe. Typically, when you go out on your own, you just kind of do what you do. And then sometimes, and then when that happens, you typically, you ride unsafe, like a maniac, right? And then you typically find people that ride like that too. So then you got a group of maniacs. And that's what there's been this whole time. That's all there is. Right, Ozman? That's all there is just a bunch of maniacs out there. And that's when you see the crash compilations, the max risk stuff. And it's like, that's fine. I get it. I understand. I completely understand. But it's so unsafe. Very high risk. Not a lot of reward when it comes to that. So it's like, can I just at least build a community where there's somewhere else to go? That's going to be the safety aspect. And it's still fun. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a community where being safe is the standard, like the default, but you can do fun things with that safety as the foundation, right? So there's a lot of things. You can do stunt riding with that safety foundation. Track days, safety foundation. Racing, safety foundation. That's what has to be the principle of the safety foundation is what I really want. So you guys have been doing great. What's up, One Only? How you doing? How you doing, man? Go ahead and grab some food. Whew. Making sure everyone cleaned up the crew lounge, though. Did you guys clean up the crew lounge? Rookies, did you get rid of all those burritos? Just making sure. Just making sure. All right. Having some breakfast. Oof. Sounds good. Anthony, you've been eating those crayons? A little too late to be drinking that. Jordan, and that's up to you. You know, you refuse to ride with people who don't wear PP or watch. If they just, here's the thing about PPE. If they choose not to, that's them. That's their body. They don't have to watch me. But the one thing I wouldn't like is if they were going like wheelies in between traffic. You know, that is I wouldn't ride with. The reason why I wear full gear all the time, Christopher, I'm glad. We're going to get started pretty soon. Yeah, who let the Marines in? Hey, you know, all the crayons are gone. The green ones went first, then the blue ones. For some reason, nobody likes the yellow ones. Oh, we had a super chat from Ozman. I forgot. Hey, sorry, Ozman. I'm a new rider, and I love your videos. Just recently diagnosed with bipolar, and I feel like learning to ride has really helped me out in dealing with it. Hey, you know, mental health is just as important as physical health, and if you have a physical illness, it's just like a mental illness. Not an equal trade, but I like to treat it the same way. It allows me to get a grasp on it, kind of get a good footing of where I'm at. It's like, you know what? Mental illness is a creepy, crazy thing that sneaks in. Same thing with mental health, low mental health or bad mental health. Very sneaky, very sneaky. Can't really tell. You know, it takes a long time to get there, just like it takes a while to, you know, get too overweight to get, you know, high cholesterol and starts damaging things. You know, it takes a while for hypertension to mess things up. So same thing. Treat it just like it's a physical health, it's a mental health thing. So you're gonna do the work. You're gonna take the meds if you have to. You're gonna get that personal trainer. Like if you're overweight, going to the gym, you're gonna get that personal trainer of a therapist. You're going to do what it is that needs to be done. You're gonna work every single day, making sure you're gonna get it done. So you're gonna do well. And you know, motorcycles is one tool that is really good. That's why a lot of people gravitate towards it. So guys, you know, that's the thing. Mental health is mental health, just like physical health, right? So treat it just like that. Treat it, it's just as important, if not more, because your mental, and that's the thing, is your mental can really influence your physical. And then same thing, your physical can influence your mental. If you don't like the way you look or whatever, it's going to mess up with your mental. And then your mental's going to be low, and it's going to make you want to stay home and eat or do destructive things. Trust me, I'm in that mode right now. I'm finally climbing back out again. So it's crazy, right? And if you think about it, talk about it, it's not really that big of a thing. That's what I love doing. I love talking about it. Violino of Light. Did I say that? Violin? Yeah, Violino. No, Violin of Light. Jeez, can't even speak. Thank you for the $20 super sticker. I appreciate it. ICT One Wheel Bros. When is the DanDanTheFireman brand of safety gear coming out? Hey, I've been thinking about making my own jacket. Helmets are tough, but I'm thinking about making my own jacket or gloves to start. Boots seem kind of complicated. I mean, all of it seems complicated, but you prefer the smelly markers? The ones that smell like raspberry demon? I've been thinking about it. Call those the down cycles, yeah. And it's a cycle. You know, one thing affects the other. One book that I really truly liked was Love and Respect by Emerald. I think it was Emmerichs. Something Emmerichs. Dr. Emmerichs. It's more of like a Christian couples book. But there's like a loving cycle. There's like a love cycle and a crazy cycle. You get on that crazy cycle, it just feeds craziness. Getting on that loving cycle, it feeds just love. So the goal is to recognize you're on the crazy cycle. That's the first thing. Awareness is always the first thing. And then operations. Awareness, operations. I'm thinking firefighter right now. So once you're aware, okay, cool, I can see the symptoms and signs. What do I do? And that's the operations. And if you don't know what to do, go get some counseling. That's going to help you out. Keep it the good work on mental health. Hey, Ken, hey, and that's the thing is like, when you lived it, right? When you lived it, you're able to talk about it. And I live with it. I live with it. Was I in the military? No, I was a firefighter for 11 years. I still get questions on this channel. It's like, how is he getting a SEAL with that beard? Hey, you know what? It's been 3 years. 3 years since I left the fire service, and I've been doing this full time. So thank you, crew, for the help in making this a possibility. Appreciate it. I know, Coco. Guys, we're working on international shipping. If anything, North American shipping is going to be first. We're working really hard. It's mainly a system of I don't want to put it up on the store, and there's some things that can't ship, and all of a sudden you guys buy it, like a bunch of you guys buy it, and I can't ship it. I got to refund everybody, and it's just this big hassle. So I want to get it right the first time. I'm going to talk to somebody because I don't have a lot of time for that. That's why I got Nathan. Hey, Nathan, if you're watching this, I think you are. Go ahead and say something in the chat. I'm going to make you a mod, man. I want to make you a mod. Get you a blue name with a wrench. William, not yet. We're going to get started. 100 likes, everybody. We get started typically around 200 likes. I'll go ahead and go into the classroom. We're hanging out in my dorm room right now until we kind of get started. We had a little mishap. I think one of the rookies put bleach with my uniform. So I gotta find out who did this. You did that? Who did this? It's almost like camouflage now. Should I wear this for class? Should I wear this in class today? It's a Wednesday class. Wednesday tie-dye class. Tie-dye, or should I wait for Thursday? Call it tie-dye Thursdays. I don't know. Chris, what do you think? Should I wear it? All right. All right. I feel like I'm wearing like a rash guard. Like a surfer's rash guard. I feel like I'm wearing like a rash guard or like a... Well, okay, well, you know what? Thank you, rookie, for whoever did it. Just kidding, my wife did it. I wanted to put the blame on one of the rookies, but yeah, she did it accidentally. I brought it to work trying to blame a rookie, but yeah. I don't think she accidentally did it though. What do you guys think? I don't think she accidentally did it. All right. I think she did it on purpose. All right. The minister, how you doing? I think I got your email, but you got to submit it through this form. I got somebody taking care of it now. The minister. Not supposed to drink that. Really brings out the color in the beard. Guys, 150 likes will head into the classroom and 200 likes will get started. That's the people, that's for signing in. Okay? If you've never done any type of like at work or kind of like, you know, education, continuing education, you got to sign in to get credit. Like you could sit through class, never sign in, and then like 2 weeks later, you're like, hey, where's my 2 hours of, you know, writing smart 63? I was there. You're like, well, I don't see you on the paper. Like, oh, I didn't sign in. It's like, well, you didn't sign in, so you don't get credit. So you guys need to sign in. All right. I want you guys to get credit. We do 4 hours of continuing education credits for the DDFM crew. There's no cert, you know, whatever. There's no accreditation, but it's good. It's good for you. So yeah, you should totally do it. 137 people. I get, you know, 200 people in here. 137 people. Oh, you guys are amazing. I wasn't expecting you to be live right now. Yeah, it's Samantha. I'm gonna do this week and next week. We're gonna do Wednesdays also, and then after that's when we're gonna go back to Tuesday, Thursdays because I took a break last week. I wanted a full week break, but here's the thing, everybody. I could take a full week, but that means you guys got less. So when I'm in a good spot and I have the energy for it, I'm gonna make it up. That's how I do things. I make it up. So we're doing 3 this week and next week. So we're going to make up the 2 we missed last week. Had a big scare. Johnny Utah. I love your name. Guy swerved in my lane head on at highway speed. Whoa! My first thought was, there's my escape path. All ended up okay, but your teaching was sinking. Hey, I'm so glad you didn't focus on that vehicle, right? And you just went towards that vehicle. Remember, you go where you look, okay? You look where you want to go. You go where your eyes go. Woo. Yeah, right, Jason? Jason, welcome to the crew, baby. Look, you're gonna be up there pretty soon, right? Yeah, you are up there. Jason Morrison. We got Mason P and Big Rig that subscribed. I can't read the middle one. 146 likes. We're gonna get started soon. We're gonna reach 200 in class, I'm pretty sure. But Jason, welcome to the crew. Remember, we do have a Discord. You might want to check it out. But if you guys are wondering how to join, Raul is telling you to do it. But there's that link right there. Indy ND became a rookie. It's gonna pop up on screen, baby. I think I got to make my way to the crew lounge before we go to the class, right, Indy? Hey, Indy, let's go ahead and go that way. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? We got some music still playing. You can keep coming. You guys are so slow with your walking. So slow. Look how tie-dye-y this thing is. Maybe a little bit too much bleach. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe a little bit more purple in there. Anyways. We're going to have some fun with the video that's going to be up on the screen once we get into class, right? Osman, thank you for the donation and becoming a rookie member. You guys got to clean up here a little bit. We're going to get started. What we like to do here, if you're brand new, is we go over some motorcycle crashes and close calls. Maybe some medical videos, which, by the way, I do have a medical video we could totally do, but maybe we'll have to save that for tomorrow. But we're going to have a lot of fun here. We have a lot of fun learning about motorcycle riding. We're going to find out what happens in these crashes and close calls, figure out the factor that led to it, and then some of the solutions that you can utilize with some training from motorcycle training concepts to get yourself out of them, okay? So let me know in the comments if you hear my voice while you're riding. I keep seeing it already, but remember, side of the vehicle, right? Uncommon thing in a common situation. Remember the color code stages. And let's just get to class. Plan your ride also. That's not a bad idea, Samantha. A high-vis tie-dye CE2 armored jacket. Because, like, that is, like, so uncommon, right? It's so uncommon that it's going to grab people's attention. So smart. So smart. We're going to get to this video. Ooh. Ooh. Some good ones. That's going to look interesting. Right, Anthony P? This crew is great to be a part of. Thank you all for being so welcoming and encouraging. I can't read right now. That's not good. That's not good. I'm fuzzy. What about now? Am I fuzzy? Am I fuzzy? How about that? You know, I did tell you to comment something, Nathan, but I totally wasn't paying attention. So I didn't get to make you an admin. 160 people signed into the class. Remember, guys, sign in. You guys got to sign into class. Woo! Sign in. My beard is fuzzy. Oh, yeah, the beard is always fuzzy. The beard is... It does look like a rash guard, right? Like I'm surfing. Right? Check my DMs on IG. Vasily, I don't. I dedicate all my time to the Discord. I only have like a few select people on IG. So you might want to, if it's a crash that you want to send it in, we do have a submission form. We do have a submission form you can use. 169 likes. We lost a like. I thought we were at 170. We're going to get started at 200 likes. 200 people signed in. We're going to talk about class, but it gives me time. And that's the thing is, it takes a while to get 200. So it gives me some time to read the chat. It gives me time to do some things. But as soon as I see that 200 go, I got to get going. I got to start. I got to start class. Check out your final vax shot, and I'm getting my endorsement a week from Friday when I come out. When can I come out and ride with you? Hey, I got my second vax shot too. Did you just get it today? Because man, that night I felt like poo poo. So hopefully you're doing fine, William. I want to do some more group rides. I want to do some more things. I do have some things planned. I just can't share it right now. How would someone go about locating legitimate CPR first aid courses locally? Any red flags you should watch out for, or scams and the like? Typically not. You want to Firefly, I don't know exactly where you're at, but I mean, if you find somebody that's certified in American Heart CPR, that's a good one right there. Typically the Yelp reviews, obviously. If you want to do CPR, that's where you get the American Heart. But if you want to do something like bleeding control, see if anybody is a certified stop the bleed instructor. Yeah, Red Cross is good. Ride the Bean Crash playlist for an in-depth medical review. Let's see. What happened? Is there a specific? Oh, oh, okay. We were rescued by a helicopter after a bad motorcycle crash. Hey, Mike. Woo. Is it the RAPPIA video, or is it? They got a lot of views for only 12.5K. Pretty good. Pretty good. 188 likes, 12 more, and we're gonna get going, guys. 12 more, and we will get going. Mandatory yearly medical training. Yeah, that's good, and that's what I loved about mine. I got the Moderna. Yeah, demon. Discord, everybody. Discord is absolutely free. Get yourself on Discord. They were heading towards the sun to camp, and they didn't see the road disappear. Oh, I think I saw that one. I think I saw it briefly. And they like went into the water, and one of them had like a bad concussion or something. We might do that one day. It's always good to have an example, even though it's bad. It's good to have an example so that we can work with that, because we're doing a lot of this situation awareness stuff that we do here. It's about like, what do we do on the motorcycle, right? Like how to prevent the accident, but then after the accident, there's not a lot of examples. This one looks like it's going to be a decent example. Everyone has full PPE and everything, like head to toe. This must have been at the beginning of COVID. Demon, welcome, baby. Welcome to the crew. 201 likes, guys. We got to get going. I'm going to go ahead and pause this music. No, Diminisher. If you submit stuff on the Discord, it's I won't be able to really use it. There's just too much going on. All right, guys. We got to get going. We got to get going. Well, let's go ahead and start it back up so I can hit the record button, and then boom. Here we go, everybody. Oh, I need to get my pen out. Alright, so we're riding along with our buddies.
His focus and he immediately loses control of his bike after driving onto the side of the road.
Okay, thank you, Motostars. Whoa, we're a little bit too wide. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Unless you're caught. Was he caught? I think he held on. Let go of that thing, guys. Let go of that. You're still in gear, pulling the clutch. Yeah, you're still in gear. I was going to stay stuck. Right, dead last zombie. Whoa. Nice transition. Nice transition. All right, dead last zombie. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. I always have my cam on, but never get any good footage. Maybe because I ride smart and never get myself into red stage. Hey, woo! If you get into red stage, that's good, right? Brown stage is the bad one. Well, it's not good to go into red stage. It's good to stay in yellow, maybe orange here and there. But yeah, anyways, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So what happened here, Motostars was talking. He basically said that they were going on a ride. He wasn't paying attention, or he just was going too fast or whatever. We're going to go over some of these factors. So we're right here. I want to point out a few things. Very good staggered position. If you noticed, this is what I want you guys to be seeing when we're riding is look at this line of sight. Really far away. Very good. Also, we're over here, and he's kind of in the middle. And he could be a little bit more left, but still, we're in a very good spot. He could do him. Maybe he's just trying to avoid a road hazard. So, so far, good staggering, good space cushioning. Because if for some reason we're going like, oh, crap, this guy stops, and we're like, oh, crap, we're not going to hit him. So that's really good. He's positioned for safety, you know, planning his ride. So if this guy needed to, he could swerve left and not hit us. We could swerve right and not hit him. So that's the beautiful thing about going staggered. Now, when it comes to the turn, you kind of want to just be in whatever line you want to be in. I like middle, but you see how there's possibly like this road hazard. Maybe there's like a, what's this stuff right here? I don't know. So maybe I'd be off here or off here, but either way, I'm going to maintain my line. Because if you don't, you're going to go too wide, which is going to be what happens here.
Focus and he immediately loses control of his bike after driving.
So remember, if you're going to be the beginner rider in the group, you still have to ride your own ride. If the person behind you, let's say the middle rider is this guy right here, is the more beginnerish rider, and he's like, oh, I got to keep up with this guy, and I can't slow down too much because I'm going to annoy this guy. Well, that's the thing is, if this is the more experienced and this is more experienced, and you're the beginner and you're having to slow down because you're scared of this turn or you don't feel comfortable with it, do it. This rider's more experienced and he can modulate his own speed. And if he has an issue, then stop riding with him because he's not being a good mentor. So then another thing is, hey, I'm not feeling good with this one, talking on your Cardo Pack Talk, and you can let everybody know because you're all in the same group. So when it comes to this, don't worry. You ride your own ride. If you have to slow down, they will modulate their speed. If you want to speed up, they need to either keep up or don't. They need to ride their own ride. Either way, you do what you need to do. So I have a feeling this guy was going a little bit too fast, started going wide, and just couldn't maintain it. Didn't want to push any harder, and didn't want to slam the brakes, and just kind of stuck with what they were doing. And they were still going wide and barely went too wide and got off the road.
Driving onto the side of the road.
So he's trying, and then, oh man, we went off the road. Look, we're on straightaway. It was right at the end. Right at the end. That we went off the road. Straight. You just need to keep going straight. Just too fast for this rider, for the skill. Okay, so I could tell him, hey, do more counter balance, or not counter balance, do more counter steering, do more body positioning, roll off the throttle, do some trail brake. I could say all these things, but at the end of the day, if he had the skill, he would have done it. So too much for the skill that this person currently has. Doesn't mean you can't gain more skill. So we went off a little bit. He's going to go ahead and lose traction on that rear tire because it hit some dirt, and then we're going to land on our leg, and then he's going to hold on to it. At this point, let go. Just let go. That thing is going to travel farther. Okay, that thing at 500 pounds or whatever, at that speed is going to go farther. It's going to slide across the ground because it's pretty much metal on metal, or metal on asphalt. It's just going to slide, and you're going to tumble, and you're going to slow down quicker. You don't want to be dragged with it, okay? So let go of it. Let go of it. Now, good thing with this rider, you see how he was able to slow down? Even though this person decelerated really quick by crashing. So if you felt like you need to slow down during a turn, and you're like, oh, I don't want to piss this guy off, and maybe I'm going to cause him to crash because I'm slowing down. You're not. He didn't crash when you crashed. So now that we see this, ride your own ride, everybody. That's going to be the lesson for this after-action review. We've talked about cornering all the time. Thankfully, he's going to be able to get up. It's still in gear, so you got to pull in the brake, or pull in the clutch. There's that shoulder and head. All right, here we go. We're riding on the interstate. What are the main concerns with the interstate? Blind spot. So merging issues are going to be on the interstate. Good job with the red stage. Got himself out of there. So the big problems out on the interstate are going to be merging issues from other vehicles going left and right into you, and then all... Don't do that. And then on and off ramps. Okay. Yeah, don't hit people's mirrors, everybody. That's a dumb move. All right, so right here. Now, it's like, yeah, we have good space cushions all around. We're positioned for safety. We're locating hazards, right? We're supposed to. And we have good escapes and good vision. That's the biggest thing when it comes to planning a ride. But here's the thing. This person is 2 lanes over. We're in the blind spot 2 lanes over. Not a big deal right now. But the moment you start seeing this and you're like, okay, blinker, and then we're going to maintain speeds. We're going to maintain blind spots. I'm just going to roll off the throttle a little bit or accelerate to get in front of this. Now, if you're already going the speed limit or you're already putting your bike to the max at these highway speeds, well, you obviously can't, accelerate through and get yourself out of that position. So the easiest thing you could do is roll off the throttle like 2% and go down 2 to 3 miles an hour less than what you're currently doing, and that person's going to keep going. It's as simple as that. So in this situation, we don't even have to apply the brakes. You just adapt to these potential hazards. So right here, same thing. We're getting closer and closer and closer. That should be giving you that gut feeling, right? That gut feeling. Now, here's the thing. We're still not anywhere in the way. We're not going to get hit. We're not going to do anything. Now, the thing that's scary, though, and I understand it, is that he's going to take away our space cushion. That's no fun. It's going to take away our line of sight, our space cushion, and then pretty much what we can see in front of us so we can maybe swerve left or right for an escape path. So it's scary. I get that. But how do we solve this problem when we get to here, right? Let's get to there. Okay, so let's say we were, he accelerated too, by the way. Let's say we're right here and the guy was fully into our lane. What do? We just kind of roll off the throttle and move into the other lane. This guy is accelerating to move into another lane, getting himself closer and closer and closer. The solution right here is almost as bad as the problem, okay? So let's go ahead and get ourselves out of there by just rolling up the throttle when we see this hazard coming up. We're going into orange stage when we saw it. We're going to roll on the throttle, cover the brakes, look for escape paths, and try not to get surprised. That's going to be the biggest thing here is he got surprised, didn't like what he saw, and now he's going to have an issue with the Tesla driver. A little dramatic, but you know what? Got himself out of it, right? Got himself out of it. So that's what, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that. We got hats, by the way, on the shop. You might want to check it out. Whoa, what are we doing here? Lane filtering like a madman? All right, I'm going to remember this truck. I also remember what you're doing, Brispy Cinnablunts. What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
The truck driver didn't like the previous ride of the biker so much that he decided to keep following him for a long time and act like this.
Okay, that's fine. You do you. You know, if you ride like a dum-dum. See, I wouldn't do that, though, if I was the truck driver. I wouldn't be doing that. That's kind of dumb. So now it's like 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 rights make a 180. Good U-turn. Hey, he got himself out of that situation. Good job. Get yourself out of there. Now, I wouldn't be doing that. Why are you... Look forward. You're on a crest of a hill with a bunch of intersections. Lots of problems here. All right, so he tippity-tapped your booty. That's not a big deal. Whatever. All right, so let's just go ahead and talk real quick about this whole situation. So when we see this, let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. So we got blown up, all right? So we're going to be lane filtering like an idiot. Okay, now when I say lane filtering, I mean lane splitting. And I say idiot, I mean dumb-dumb, all right? So I'm going to try my best. So we're putting ourselves in a very high-risk situation. This is not legal, by the way. Even in California, I don't think they have any restrictions on speed and whatnot. But I know Utah, Montana, and all these new places, which, by the way, is awesome that more states are allowing lane filtering. There is going to be some stipulations for it. You know, usually about 10 miles an hour over the speed of the flow of traffic, and the flow of traffic has to be stopped. So you're basically going 10, 15. So when we're doing this, we're just kind of being a little hooligan, kind of acting dumb. Okay, you're going to surprise everybody. You're going to surprise this person, you're going to surprise the truck driver, and it's going to piss people off. Just like that Tesla pissed that one guy off because it surprised him. So we're going around surprising people because it's funny and having a ton of fun with it, and then we're going to get reactions like this. So what's the problem with a little reaction like this, but it's okay for motorcycle riders to punch mirrors, right? Like, what is it that makes this wrong, but us punching mirrors is like, yeah, that's what happens. Oh, yeah, I forgot I still have this. By the way, we do have this on the shop. Go ahead and check it out. But, yeah, don't do this stuff. This is kind of dumb. Now, he's going to get himself out of there, so which I think is really good. So he got himself out of there. There's a good escape path. And he's like, okay, that's the same person, whatever. He's going to do a U-turn. He's doing it right now with a bad line of sight. Okay, now he's looking. Okay, now he can do it. Very good. Very good. Now we're going to ride like this. Now, we didn't learn our lesson. We're going to pass this vehicle. We don't have a speedo on here. It's supposed to be 25 miles an hour. You guys think he's going 25? No, he's not going 25. And now we have a crest of the hill with sun in our eyes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go over this, not paying attention to what's in front of us. We don't know if anybody was pulling out, moving, anything like that. Boom, we T-boned somebody because we're not paying attention, all right? So just don't do anything this guy did, all right? Just don't do what he did, all right? Here we go. So blur in the speedo.
Nothing crazy though. Still feel like I'm
trying to. Every time he looks down. Does his speedo not work? I think he's just trying to indicate that his speedo doesn't work. I was trying to keep moving, staying too close to the curb, and didn't slow down enough. What happened there? Alright. Fun little bike. Broke some things. Ah, it's not a rock form mount. Grab yourself a rock form mount. That's the problem. That's the problem. Alright, so we're going to get through this. So he wasn't paying attention, so it was hot. He was trying to keep moving, staying too close to the curb, didn't slow down enough. So this is actually an after-action review. That's good. It's a good after-action review. So he did an after-action review of it. He went a little too wide. He's going to grab that front brake. But the thing is, we were doing fine. We're turning into the right turn lane. And we just did not turn left back. So when it comes to the swerve, here's the thing, everybody. When it comes to the swerve, if you swerve right and you never correct to swerve back, you're going to keep going right. So, hey, there's an object in front of me. Or there's an object in front of me. You get back into it. It's just like a lane change. Now, it's pretty simple. I know that's what we all know, but he just wasn't paying attention. Now, if it was so hot, what do you think maybe? Let's go ahead and give him this. If it was so hot, why was he not completely there when it comes to turning it back, right? He turned right, didn't turn left to stay in the lane. If it's so hot, dehydration maybe? Maybe he was dehydrated. Maybe there was a little bit of a cognitive decline because we're dehydrated. That's typical with a heat illness. So maybe that could be happening. Let me know. Williams. I can't spell your first name or pronounce your first name. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. When you're out riding and it's been hot out, don't you feel towards the end you're like, oh, I can't even think. I just want to do this. It's just like, what? Like, you want me to do math right now? Like, that kind of stuff goes down. And riding a motorcycle, it takes a lot of brain power to get going. So, yeah, possibly fatigued, Rogue, dehydration, possibly could have been doing this. Especially when you're riding. If you start perspiring and you have a lot of sweat and you don't have a lot of clothes on, you're going to start evaporating a lot of that sweat, a lot of that fluids that you have. All right? 344 people in here, 220 people signed in. Sign into class, everybody. Come on now. Sign into class. Click that like button. Come on. Squally, pretty soon. We're hoping.
This
We're
bike
hoping by end of the month.
to brake properly before the bend. He was forced to suddenly brake on it, which led
Going way too fast for the area.
trees.
Look at turn coming up. You hit a road hazard, and it's just like there's the rear tire sliding right into some trees. That is a high mechanism, just way too fast for the environment. And when I say hopefully by the end of the month for the trauma kits, probably I'm hoping by mid-June. But yeah, we're getting some more. We're getting some stuff, and it takes a while to put these together. Hope you guys know that. It takes a lot to put these together. I mean, look how much stuff's in here. It takes a lot to put one together, let alone like 250 more. All right? But we'll let you guys know. Once they're back on the shop, I'll be posting it on my Twitter, my Instagram, Facebook, Discord, on the community page here on YouTube. So if you really want to know, though, like right away, as soon as it happens, you guys want to follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Click the link. You guys are going to like it. Plus, you get a Moto rescue card with it. All right. So
this bike was
So he's going to be riding too fast for the environment, right on the line. Now, when you're out riding, your vision can get messed up by being in the sunshade. So all these things can really mess up your vision. It's almost like camouflage for the road hazards too. So let me know in the comments if you, when you ride in stuff like this, you're like, it's really hard to see the road and like there's gravel or potholes, because they all look like potholes. Also, you're going to have issues with possible animals running across the road, and then a lot of blind curves because you have so many hedges and trees in the way. So be very careful. Ride within the conditions present, okay? Ride within the conditions present. We're going a little bit too fast for this. Look how fast we're going.
to suddenly brake on it, which led
We're going super fast, and he's just kind of resting his hand. Like, he's just kind of resting his hand on the throttle. He's not really. He's just holding it down.
it, which led his
So he's gonna start squeezing the brakes right here. So he's gonna start doing slow look, press, and roll right here. You can see the hand right there. But it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough.
his bike straight into the trees.
So you hit some road hazards. Look at the road hazards we're hitting. So that's gonna mess you up. So we're hitting road hazards. It's gonna cause him. Look at the bike when it happens. So I'll go ahead and do slow speed.
Straight into the trees.
Boom. You see how it's messing him up? So now we're all screwed up when it comes to our turn. We're not prepped and ready. We're going too fast. We don't have full gear. We're not really doing what we're supposed to be doing. So being a smart rider is supposed to be seeking out and recognizing hazardous situations. A curve is a deadly area for motorcyclists. Curves the intersection. So you should be in orange stage at this point. You should be prepped and ready for this. You should be paying attention to this. Also, your fundamental skills, okay? You need to be knowing what to do. Slow look, press, and roll is the default thing you should be doing. Slow down before a turn, look where you're supposed to go, press to initiate counter steering, and roll on the throttle on the way out. That's what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So when it comes to this, and also acquire and utilize personal protective equipment just in case all that stuff fails or you weren't doing it, you at least if you crash, you're hopefully going to be okay. Hopefully. But he didn't seek out and recognize the hazardous area. He's not paying attention to the potholes, so he's not looking at the road surface hazards. There's just so much going on right here that it's very easy just to pinpoint one thing that we could really do to help us out, okay? If you're having a tough time finding everything, just slow down. Just slow down. Slow down. Then you're going to have time to find these things. You're going too fast. There's too much stuff to go into your brains, into your eyes, and the cognitive ability. All these things all plays a factor. Slow down. Maybe this won't happen. All right, so here we go. We're riding around with a group of others. Good spacing. We're going a little wide right there because the car scared us. These two people fell. His leg's trapped. Is your leg trapped, buddy? The other guy not wearing full gear, but he's probably going to school, coming back from school. Now, remember, not everybody can afford gear. Not everybody has access to gear. So that's a huge thing, okay? So I don't fault anybody for not really wearing gear. I will always recommend gear. But here's one thing. If you're on a motorcycle, you obviously got a motorcycle. So at no point can you not have good situational awareness or fundamental skills. You can maybe not get you know, the education to rescue another rider, or maybe you don't want to teach and mentor, and maybe you can't afford gear or can't get gear, but you're already on a motorcycle, how come you don't have the good fundamental skills or situational awareness? That right there, it's like we gotta be smart riders. So we're gonna be going through here. Very narrow road, lots of different situations going on. We got pedestrians, no shoulder whatsoever. So we got a car coming around here. Now, how many times have you guys gone around a corner and the car kind of came around the corner and it freaked you out a little bit? Okay, so it's because it broke your line of sight. You're looking this way, right? You're all like, you're turning. Let's see how I can do this. I'm turning this way, and all of a sudden the car's like, oh crap, scares me, but I can still go around it. It's because that car broke your line of sight of where you're supposed to be going, kind of shook you up, messed you up. And that's where having the training to where it's like, hey, even if my line of sight is bad, I still know which way this road is going because I oriented myself to the situation. OODA loop, observe, orient, decide, and act. You actually oriented yourself to the situation. If your observation has been cut, you still know within space and time where you should be going. And once it passes, boom, connected right back into it. So, lots of training that's involved. Lots of training that's involved when it comes to this. And that's the problem. Is not a lot of people get the training. So we went a little bit wide. We got freaked out. Went a little bit wide. Crashed. And we're having issues now. Having big issues. My blue. There we go. Connected right back. Alright, so we're riding around Street Fighter Atlanta. Alright, so we got that sharp left, sharp right. So we're gonna come into the sharp left. I think we talked about this one already.
Loses control of his bike and he ultimately doesn't manage to handle with it.
Okay. So good job. Whoa, what's up with the foot? What happened there? Maybe we didn't talk about this one. I don't remember that. I always remember those sharp right, sharp lefts. So good job slowing down and not crashing yourself, because it's your job at this point to be the one that's uninjured, to assist the injured and rescue a rider if they need it.
You all right?
Is it on top
Stay
of
down
him?
for a second.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm good.
Very good. Put the camera in super view.
Yeah.
It helps out a lot. It
Well,
seems like we're kind
at
of
least
zoomed
it's
in.
in a soft place.
I know.
Maybe nothing's broken off down there. I don't see anything in your path.
All right. So very good. Very good. And you're right. You know, I did see this part right here. It's not a rock form. Come on, everybody. Get yourself a rock form mount. Woo! Use the link in the description for a discount. All right. So I don't know exactly what happened here, but take a look at the signage. Take a look at right here. Very important. 25 miles per hour. The little squiggles. You know, sharp left, sharp right. Okay? Note 10, I'm not your papa. I'm not your dad. All right? Calm down. But yeah, so just know this. It's like the user interface of a video game. You know, you see this thing come up. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Or it's like on your GPS. You see it coming up, so you know you can slow down and prep for these types of things. Very important to do. So this person's going to go ahead and turn left.
Here is another situation where the
They're
bike
turning.
makes a mistake, loses control of his bike and he ultimately doesn't manage to handle with it.
I think she was talking to him.
The mistake loses.
So Motostars starts talking. I'll keep quiet. Listen.
And here is another.
So that right there, I think she's the more experienced rider, and he's the one creating the pace, and she's walking him through how to ride these corners, which is very, very good. And that's what we use here. We use the Cardo Pack Talks to do that too. So I like mine. It works really good. But that's one of the use cases of having a Bluetooth system. It's not just to listen to music, and it's not just to communicate and have a good time and say, hey, what's up? It's also very good for the more experienced rider to talk to the less experienced rider when it's needed. Sometimes you just need to be quiet, but when they're absolutely learning and they want to hear it, go ahead and do that. And that's how being a good mentor, teaching and mentoring smart rider, that's how I like to do it. So anyways, we're going to do a left. So he's doing pretty good on that left turn. Very good. Very good on the left turn.
Control of his bike.
So we're going to do the right turn. Now, I don't know exactly why.
He doesn't manage to handle with it.
So I don't know exactly why he starts putting his foot down. I think he went wide. So you see how he's going a little bit wide. I think he might have went a little bit wide. I think it went a little bit wide. Yeah. And then we panic a little bit. And I don't know why we start putting our feet down. That could just be a natural panic, but it's just the right foot. Yeah, I don't know why we did that in the first place. Don't know why we did that in the first place. Okay, that is a natural beginner rider reaction. It's like, oh no, I feel like I'm falling, or oh no, I feel like I'm messing up. And then you start putting your feet down like you want to, like you're used to, like with a bicycle. That's something that needs to be trained out of you guys. So it does, Daniel. See, it does feel like it is a rookie move. So just remember, as part of the crew, being a different crew member, we have a lot of good mentors on the Discord. So if you have any questions like this kind of stuff, it's like, hey, I feel like I'm always gonna put my foot down. Ask in the Discord. We have a lot of good people in there that will help out. But yeah, this is definitely a rookie move, which sucks because you don't want to see anybody crash, right? You don't want to see anybody have issues. Thankfully, nobody is seriously hurt. But in the middle of a corner like that, you got to be very careful. You just got to trust your machine. You got to keep your feet on the pegs. You got to do slow look, press, and roll. You got to do what you got to do, okay? Definitely looks like a new rider.
All right?
And the rider there with the camera is very, very calm.
For a second.
I'm good.
You sure?
It looked like he was losing speed, leaned past what he was comfortable with, and put his leg out. Never hit the brakes until it was at the edge of the road. One only X-Ram, I trust what you say. I believe that too. Boom.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Well, at least it's in a soft place.
I know.
Maybe nothing's broken off down there. I don't see anything.
Good to have you on these AARs one day. All right, here we go. Riding around. I think we talked about this once. I remember this big shield. There's the side of the vehicle. Good job adapting to it. Moving around. Maybe they just keep having the same problems wherever they're riding. Probably submitted like 10 videos to Motostars. All right, so we're going to be riding here. Now, here's the thing. When we're in intersection downtown, we see a lot of traffic. We see a lot of sides of the vehicles. We see a lot of this. Just go into orange stage. Orange stage, you're going to be prepped and ready for a lot of these things. You're going to be looking for hazards. You're going to be looking for escape paths. You're planning a ride. You are going to adapt to these things, hopefully. If not, you're going to navigate. So we're getting through here. Now, there's that side of the vehicle right away, right on the edge of the screen. So side of the vehicle. Now, right now, it's not a big issue. We got this lane right here. We're not getting there right away. But there you go, side of the vehicle. That's the pattern I want you guys to be paying attention to. Okay, as soon as you see that, you should just go into orange stage. Now, it's obvious if the side of the vehicle is like parked like right here, then no. But when it comes to, obviously, this is going to be let's go get up to here. Obviously, it's going to be a turn lane. So that means there's going to be a cross section right here. You could see it because there's signage that's going to let you know that there's an option for a path of travel. You also see this vehicle turning here. So you know that this white vehicle can easily come out of there. Okay? So you should be prepped and ready until you get past them. Then you go back into yellow stage, but I'd stay in orange stage when I'm here. Because orange stage, you are prepped and ready for anything. There's that side of the vehicle. So yeah, we don't have that spare lane anymore. So he's already in a good position. So position 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's the vehicle. There's the hazard. So he's positioned for safety. He's in a good position. Now, what do you look for when it comes to positioning for safety on plan? Is you want to have good vision, right? So we see pretty far. That's really good. We also want to have a good space cushion for what's in front of us. We have a great one. Space cushions to the left and the right. Also very good, and I think I got that backwards, right and left. And also behind us. Not much we could do for that with control. So there we go. We got vision, space cushion. Now, what else do we need? Escape routes. Good escape routes. Now, if we're over here in lane position 3, we can only swerve right, which the lane is ending, which is no buenos. But if we're in lane position 3, we would have to go all the way around to swerve. So if we could just swerve a little bit versus a lot, we're in a good spot here. Very good spot. So he's good position for safety. Now, locate a hazard. There's the hazard. Adapt to the hazard. All he has to do with the adaptation, here's lane position 3 on this side. He's right here. All he has to do is just kind of go over to here. Now, if he had to adapt from lane position 3 to lane position 3, same thing. Either way, you're getting yourself out of that situation. I just want to set myself up for success, though. So, adapt to the hazard. If not, you got to navigate, and that's going to be that red stage maneuver of a swerve or emergency braking. So he's going to adapt just one little lane position over, get himself out of that situation, and then go. Now, one thing I did notice when he did that, look at his right hand. Take a look at his right hand. Okay, now, wait, no. Now look at his right hand. See the bike? See how the bike just shifted down? A lot of weight transfer to that front tire. So watch his right hand. He's going to slam that brake. Watch it in real time. So that's going to be a natural response. So you could do that as long as you don't squeeze 100% brake power with that right hand. If you do that and maybe you get 20%, okay, cool. Now let's do 10 more percent. So 30, 40. Hey, we're not going to stop in time. Let's go ahead and swerve. Okay, so that's a natural reaction. And that's what I like about ABS. That's what I like about all these rider aids is that if you do that accidentally too hard, it's going to hopefully prevent the accident. Okay, but he did a good job. Exactly, guy. He slams it, but comes off it before the swerve. So he did a good job. He got himself back into that mode. All right, so we're going to be riding here.
Driver who stopped in the worst place possible.
We just passed this vehicle. These people are slowing down. We're getting closer. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Why did we stop? Why did we decide to stop? Okay, I don't understand that thing. So if we're passing this vehicle, right?
And the driver who stopped.
We're passing this vehicle right before these vehicles come. A little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous. But now we have this vehicle in front of us. This vehicle right here. Slowing down. So we're getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. That means our space cushion is getting smaller and smaller. So that means our total stopping distance is getting smaller. And it's because of that thing. Uncommon thing in a common situation. Somebody's parked, maybe taking a dump. I don't know. If nobody sees it, did it really happen? But anyways, we're going to go over here. Why did we decide to stop? Okay, we could have kept going. Okay, so we put ourselves in a bad spot. Go ahead and move ourselves out of there. Good job on the progressive braking and stopping, but we do have an escape path. If that car could do it, we definitely can do it. It was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. All right. Whoa, we already started off with a crash. Oh, no, we're going back in time. What the heck was that? I felt like I was going back in time.
Yes.
No, how come we didn't see what happened? Did you not want to tell us why, the real Paul?
Per fare questo video non è stato.
Damn it, I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. I guess he explains it in his video. You guys can watch it. Just go to the Motostars. I did link the Motostars video in the description, so if you're watching this live, so you can just go there too. All right. Here we go. So he crashed. Whatever happened, whatever caused it, he crashed. So he crashed way back there. He's over here. Look how far he slid. Look how far he slid. You see what I mean? Now this person is not doing too well. Only have a jacket. Or only have a helmet. We got an ambulance on scene. Looks like somebody's holding C-spine and just kind of sitting there. They got full gear. There's a cervical collar. They're going to take off the helmet because they're professionals. Let them do it. And that was it. Okay, very interesting. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. So he's going to be sliding. He's got full leathers. Full leathers. He can afford full leathers with his KTM. But his passenger doesn't. His passenger doesn't have full gear. Guys, if you're going to be riding with a passenger, just here's the thing. Their life is now in your hands. It's your responsibility. He's got full leathers. Guys, if you can afford that, get your passenger something.
Yes.
So, but look how far he slid. So, obviously that person was the passenger. And look how far we are. Let's see. There you go. There's the little dot. That's how far we slid. Now, thankfully, he had full gear because he would have pieces of flesh all the way going back to that person. I've seen it. I've picked it up off the ground because you have to clean up afterwards. Put it in a biohazard bag, a little red bag. Take it to the hospital. Throw it in the red dumpster. Easily, I've done it. I've done it. He doesn't have flesh on the ground because he's got full gear. Now his passenger only has a helmet. We can't be doing this, guys. Look how far. Look how far. Not full gear. Now, I think those pants were already ripped. That helmet looks a little bit too big also. It could be just kind of shot up a little bit. Backpack on. Not real gloves. Not real pants. Not real anything, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let anybody on my bike unless they're wearing full gear. And if it's a loved one, well, they're not getting on my bike until I get them full gear. It's not my job to buy you gear to get on my bike. I'm buying my family gear first. All right? So right here, what's happening is there's a passage of time, obviously, because you have an ambulance and then other riders with full gear on. So it looks like it might have been part of a group ride. We have somebody with a little bit of knowledge. They're holding C-spine. So what's happening is they're holding their head in line instead of being like this way, because that's not the anatomical position. You kind of restrict things. Also, if it's like this, you're restricting your airway a little bit. So if you have it in line and then they're holding it here and not doing this, because you want to like shake your head. So yeah, no, that's not what happened. Yeah, You don't want that, and you want them looking around because now they're moving their neck. So if you hold it here and you tell them, hey, we're gonna be asking you questions, and if it's a yes or no, I don't want you nodding up or down or shaking your head left and right. You're gonna stay looking forward. It's gonna keep your head in line and just answer your questions through your words. That's what you do, okay? So you keep their head in line. You just sit there. It's very painful on your back. Trust me, I've been there. I just usually lay down and hold it and then just kind of relax myself and let somebody else answer the questions. But right here in this situation, I'd be cutting off some gear or some clothing just in case. Just in case there was any type of bleeding or broken bones, I'm going to be cutting some of that gear off, some of that clothing off to double check, make sure that there's no penetration wounds. Make sure there's no bleeding that needs to be stopped, because the last thing you want is somebody to die right here because they have lost too much blood before the ambulance can show up. And that's the whole point of medical training. We do have a link to some medical training in the description. Check it out. Please take it. Take the online class. It's going to be definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. All right? Ugh. Terrible. And that right there is a cervical collar. They're just going to put that on so that it's going to help keep it limited in movement. So the reason why you take a helmet off, class, what are the reasons why you take a helmet off of a crashed motorcyclist? All right, so there's only a few reasons. One, they absolutely have to not be breathing. They have to not be breathing and have a full face. And not both. Or not one or the other, but both. So they have to not be breathing and have a full face. If they're not breathing and have a 3/4 helmet, you have access to their mouth and airway. So you don't need to take it off. But the main thing is if they're not breathing and they have a full face, you don't have access to their airway. So in order to do rescue breaths. So that's when you take it off. And there's a way to take it off, and it looks like they're doing it the appropriate way. But you learn that in the class too, accident scene management. So make sure you guys take that class. Make sure you guys know what to do. Now, if they're wanting to take it off and they're talking to you and they're just kind of like sitting there like, no, dude, we're gonna keep it on until the EMTs and paramedics take it off. We're not gonna take it off. All right, we're not trained to do it, and plus there's no reason to right now. It's just uncomfortable. Deal with it. You crashed. All right, the helmet's at least your worries. Go ahead and loosen the strap a little bit. Maybe even take the strap off, but don't take the helmet off. No, don't do that. All right. We're riding around. There we go. All right, what do we got here? We got something that we caught our attention. All right, just a dumb driver. You did a good job. You adapted to that. He located the hazard, very situationally aware. 360 situational awareness. That was the big thing. So take a quick look. He's riding around, and he's just looking forward. You could see the vehicle already in that mirror. So he's looking forward, but he's checking his mirrors also. He's checking to see where he's at in time and space. He's in a good lane position because he wants to see around this white van up in front. And all of a sudden, he sees the vehicle. You see the vehicle getting closer and closer. you see the camera kind of do this a little bit. That's because the camera's on his helmet, so when he turns his head to look, it's also moving with it. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see. So he's looking, and he knows that this person is going to be doing this, and he's already in a good lane position to kind of get himself out of there. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are like, well, you're supposed to protect your lane. You're supposed to be like in the middle or switching over so they can't do this stuff. Well, they're going to do it anyways. They're going to do it anyways. And the thing is, this vehicle is going to hit you if you're trying to protect your lane. So just let them. Let them do it. Let them get out of there. They're dum-dums, right? Thank you, Benali. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. Woo. And then just let them go. Typically, you see these people on these channels, like the crash compilations and stuff, they get pissed and they're going to race up there and punch the mirror, right? No, let the dum-dum go. Let him do his thing. He's increasing your space cushion, right? And you still have good line of sight. You're still planning your ride. And you can shake your head and be like, what an idiot. If he gets into a crash, it's his emergency, not mine. I would help him afterwards, though. Yeah, good. All right, so we're having some fun in a parking lot. Perfect area to practice your skills. We're out with some buddies, doing our thing.
It's a rather weak solution, and even despite the bikers initially showed understanding, they just couldn't reach an agreement.
It's a little like a shouting match. Is there something else going on? Yeah, see, here's the thing. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like it. None of this guys...
You have something else to do?
Do you have something else to do?
Backyard.
Sorry.
You guys going up and down and up and down.
Do you want to?
Yeah, he's not in your backyard, man. I get it, and it's during the day. It's not like it's at midnight.
No, you do whatever you want. I'll just do what I do.
Okay, we can just leave.
Okay, so the only thing, I mean, you have to know your own rights, too. And that's the thing, is know your own rights. You're in a parking lot. Are you trespassing? Maybe. It's private property. Do you have permission from the owners? Maybe. So that's the thing, is if you don't have permission, you're trespassing, somebody calls it in, you could get in trouble. But that old guy, come on, man. It's during the day, and I kind of get it, but it's like...
I guess we pissed him off.
It's whatever. You know, it's just, it's not in your property. So how do we deal with this situation? So real quick, how do we deal with it? Because right now it's starting to spiral out of control because this guy's acting like a weirdo. Socks and sandals never go really good, especially white ones. But he's causing an issue. Now, we could choose to react in a negative way, which looks like she's doing already. Or we can go down a different path, right? We can go down a different path. We can go down the path of doing some verbal judo here. Okay, so it's obviously, now you got to look from his perspective. It's pissing him off. He's in his backyard, wants to enjoy it. This is probably like the 10th day you guys have been out here or whatever, which is fine, right? That's not what we're trying to figure out. He's in his backyard trying to enjoy his time. He's just annoyed with the noise. He's finally going to do something about it, and this is his way of doing it. It's terrible. It's dumb. But the real problem is that he is trying to enjoy himself, and there's just too much noise. So here's the thing. Just go ahead, like, hey, we'll move on to the other side of the parking lot, and we'll do what we're going to do on the other side of the parking lot. He's like, no, I don't want you here. Like, okay, cool. We're going to leave. Come back the next day. Okay, he gets mad again. Hey, we'll come back the next day. Come back the next day. And here's the thing, though. There's not really much you can stand on unless you have permission from the owners. So that would be the next thing you could do. It's like, hey, I got permission from the owners. Go ahead and call the cops. I got a written permission from the owners that I can be here after hours. And then he calls the cops. He's going to look like an idiot. So there's always ways to navigate these things. But the only thing that you can do is actually handle it away from actually talking to him. Trying to discuss why you can be there, why you can't, why he shouldn't be doing that. It's not his property. It's not after dark. There's the noise ordinance, all these things. You're not going to get anywhere with this guy. He already made his decision to act the fool. So there's no point. No point in even watching the rest. Because I already know they're going to be complaining. It's like, it's not your property. It's not your property. You know, why are you doing this? And then it's like, well, at the end of the day, you have to know your own rights. If you know your own rights, people like this can't push you around. Zip up your zipper too, by the way. Come on, man. Inappropriate. Jeez. Is that the rest of the video?
Mwah.
Door to Vlor, thank you for the 20. Woo! Appreciate that. You see how I notice like random things? Like I'm trying to discuss like how to handle like this guy and all, and I'm like looking around and I just do it's like, oh, his fly's open. Yeah, there's no reason to even watch that. All right, so we're riding around over here, having some fun. Good line of sight. Okay, we're getting close to the side of the vehicle up ahead, so that might cause the vehicle in front of you to slow down. Okay, we got intersection left turners. Non-issue, we're going through here. Very good with the lane change. Did a great job. Why'd we cut the truck off? We straight up cut the truck off.
Totally uncalled for, dude. You can't do that. You can't make that turn on a red light.
What?
You idiot.
Okay, so he's not supposed to make that turn on the red light. Okay, so you can make a right-handed turn. You're not supposed to skip. You're supposed to go in the first available lane. At least where I'm from. Might be the same local code here. Might not be. Who knows? But we're getting into here. And that's the thing is you see the side of the vehicle and they're going to, get in possibly path of travel, right? You're getting into it. You got plenty of room, plenty of space to adapt. You located the hazard, plenty of space to adapt. And that's what he's doing. He did a quick head check. He's doing a 360 thing. He noticed that the person's going to be in our lane right here. So he's going to adapt. And we switched over. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Exactly, Coco. I'm like, did we miss something here? Did a good job on the switch. 45-mile-an-hour road. Not a big deal. This car just completely cut off the truck, and we're already on the line about to cut off the truck too? Is that just how you do things in this area? Where somebody pisses you off, you cut them off? Look, we're right on the line. Look how close we are. You were fine in the right lane. Just somebody got in front of you. You move a different lane, whether they're not supposed to do it or not. You don't want to get close to them. Move over, and then get back into your lane if you wanted to later. Don't cut them off. This was dumb. This was really dumb. Holy crap. And then to get mad about it when you pull up to the stoplight to yell at this guy, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to turn on a red like that. Like, dude, you're not supposed to cut people off. Anyways, we're moving on with this one. So we're riding around, having a good time with our buddy ZX Twin. We're gonna go ahead and switch lanes. Hey, not good job. Double head check, double head checks, triple head checks.
But it's alright.
What are you laughing at?
He is balling.
What?
Oh, man, that boy.
What?
Thanks for watching till
Car on the shoulder. Oh. Okay.
Oh, man, it's alright. Hey, he is balling.
Oh, there you go. I was so confused and I didn't know what was happening. Car on the shoulder. Uncommon thing in a common situation, right? I totally missed that one. Hey, that's why we have the class here. That's why we have the class. Thank you for letting me know. Whew. Dude on the shoulder. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. The heck? can grab it on the shop, by the way.
Oh, man, that boy.
All right, so now it's funny. Now I get it. Now I get it.
Enjoyed it?
Now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. All right, yeah, now I get it. I get it. Guy on the shoulder having some fun. But guys, what we do, once again, we just went over a Motostars video and we talked about some of the close calls and crashes. Don't do some of these things. Do some of these things, but don't do most of them, okay? Tomorrow we're going to do this again a little bit early. We're going to go into my office after this, guys. So if you want to hang out and chat with me after this, we're going to have some fun. The burritos are gone. Yep, the burritos are gone. Rookie's cleaned up. But tomorrow we're going to do this a little bit earlier. We're going to do this at about noon. So about noon to about 2, because I got something planned around 4 p.m. and it's already 4:22 my time. So I couldn't do the same exact time. But we're going to go into the office, having a good time, having a nice little chat, put some music on, and talk about some things. You know, just kind of hang out, relax a little bit. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to do this again. If you guys want to submit your own videos, there's links in the description. We do have a Discord server with 6,000 plus people in there. We got more things on the shop. We got some really cool things happening very soon. I can't wait to share more. But let's go to the office, have a good time, and chitty chat chat. Whew. I beat you guys here already. Everybody, come on. Come on and take a seat. Take a seat right up front. Crisscross. Crisscross applesauce. Down there up front. Whew. Yeah. How do you get into Discord? You click this link right here. Click the link that's in the chitty chat right there. Boom. Oh man, I want a burrito so bad. Thank you, newbie, for the office, by the way. Appreciate it. You took the accident scene course this past Saturday. Learned a lot. Want to take the higher levels when they come available. Hey, Mike, it's pretty fun, huh? Let's go ahead and put some music on, right? Go ahead. There we go. It's pretty fun, huh? Will the new 2022 be a good bike for beginners? Kimi, I missed the part where you mentioned the bike. You're on a low-carb carnivore diet. Stay strong. No burritos. Exactly. I had some beers, though. Yeah. Doing good, though. Dropping some weight again. I went on carnivore for over a month one time. And it was great. And then I just kind of screwed up because I had like I think I had tacos to, like, you know, I was like, hey, screw it, I'm gonna have tacos today and I'll get back on tomorrow. Nice little break. And nope, I stayed on it. I stayed eating tacos for a while. Does a helmet GoPro complicate the mechanism of injury? They usually rip off. They usually rip off in a crash like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. 82 Tony, how am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Getting some stuff done. I feel like a lot of work has just kind of taken off my plate. I got a great team around. I love having this team that we got going on here. Truly a huge help. Really do appreciate everything that's being done. Send you the hat. You'll pay for delivery. Hey, I'm gonna try that. Let's see if I could. As the problem is international shipping, man. I'm sorry. It's just. Yeah, I can make personal orders, but I don't want to do that. Trying, man. Trying. What about wearing sunglasses inside your helmet, Gator? For what about what? Yeah, go ahead and wear them. Burritos with beans and rice. Don't care about the names on it. Hey, burritos. I love burritos, man. I love breakfast burritos. Oh, bacon, egg, and potato. With a good tortilla. You have to have a good tortilla. You can't just have like the really. I don't like the really floury tortillas, like the ones with like a lot of. Anyways, yeah. Oh, we also have that giveaway. Thank you, Nightbot. Appreciate you letting everybody know we do have the giveaway. If you enter the giveaway, we do $800 worth of gift cards every month. I'm gonna bump it up to 1,000 next month, and then we might. Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up to 1,000. Burgundy. Burgundy's a winner. He won. Yeah, he won last month. How you liking it? I got you your gift card quick. Yeah, Project. I know. I could totally do that. The thing is, these are fulfilled by a third party already, so I don't have stock of them. Once you buy them from my shop, it gets sent to Printful. They print them out, send them that way. So in order to even get them, you have to go through my shop, and my shop doesn't offer international shipping right now. I'm working on it, guys. I have like so much work that I finally was able to offload a lot, so now I can actually do some of these things. So I'm hoping soon. Hey Robert, how you doing, man? Hopefully those cards get out to you quick. We shipped them out. Hopefully it's gonna get there in time. It's only Wednesday, so I'm hoping definitely by tomorrow. I'm hoping. I slept in my tent last night to test out all the new camping gear I bought. Love it, Peter. Did you do it at home? I always like to do a dry run at home to kind of see how it is. And it's like, oh, it'd be great if I had this, and then I'm able to do that. What is love? Don't hurt me. All right, don't hurt me. Casey, good. Discovered the videos yesterday. How are you guys finding these videos, by the way? How are you guys finding my videos? Like for the first time, are you searching for motorcycle training, or are you searching for like a motorcycle crash? Are you like, what is the thing that you searched for that you found, or did you find it from somebody else's video? Like, was it suggested by somebody else? You watched, like, let's say Yammy Noob, and my video popped up next. You know what? Like the algorithm. Yeah, the algorithm. Yeah, it's like the algorithm's crazy. Through training, insert motorcycle specific question here. Now you just found me, newbie. That's awesome. That's awesome. Suggested on your homepage from all the moto stuff you watch. Okay. How to ride a motorcycle, moto lessons. The algorithm's good. And here's the thing about the algorithm. The algorithm follows the viewer. So if the viewer is searching for stuff, the algorithm's like, hey, what about this? No? Okay, what about this? No? Okay, what about this? No? Okay, and you're like, I wanted to look at something else. Okay, let me get that for you. It's like their little personal errand boy to the kitchen. It's like, hey, I feel like a soda. And then they come back with 10 sodas and be like, hey, which one do you want? That's how the algorithm works. So when some of you guys, so Yammy, training, related to Motostars, Happenstance, MC Ryder, he's good. I like him. Your dad sent you here. That's cool. So like, if you guys are looking for things, the algorithm probably put out like 5 videos and like, which one do you want to see? And you picked mine, and just so happened to work. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad YouTube is like saying, hey, check us out. And then at the same time, have a good enough thumbnail that you clicked it, right? So it's really cool. Search for safe riding, WKMG 365. Okay. Any videos or advice concerning how to handle a blowout when riding? TJ Clark, try your best to slow down as smooth as possible. Don't slam the brakes. You're not going to have a lot of traction. More than likely with a blowout, depending on if it's front or rear. If it's rear, you can handle it a little bit easier. Front, you're losing a lot of your steering. At that point, it's kind of luck. Looking at ARs and how to improve my ride, and you were suggesting. Cool, Chris. Your FTR needs too much maintenance. Your videos are the best. I missed the onboards. Kurt, we do some onboards on the Motorcycle Training Concepts channel. So this channel, we're usually at the firehouse, if not all the time. And then we're on the bike on MCC, Motorcycle Training Concepts. You want to check that one out. You definitely want to check that one out. You typed in my name, Moto Life. So how'd you find me in the first place then? You just heard about me? Learn about motorcycles scared before I meet the channel on your videos. Hey, I'm glad. First video I saw was Blockhead in her two wheels. Then it sent me to you, Dan. Hey, that's cool. Found you last November. I started looking to purchase a motorcycle from web browser. Oh, very cool. That beard, huh, Missy? You like beards? Yeah. The beard is getting you guys, huh? The beard is the thing? We'll see. Done a search a few years ago on how to corner and your videos popped up. That's awesome. That's awesome. You have a red one? Any advice for turning off pavement onto gravel roads? When you go over it, don't accelerate hard because you're transitioning from lots of traction to low traction. So your tire is used to that traction basically at that throttle speed. So when you go over it, it's almost better just to roll off the throttle a little bit while going over it and then accelerate a little bit if you need to, very smoothly. Don't slam the brakes, go over it, go onto it with a purpose. You're not just gonna like, oh, I'm scared. No, you're just like, I'm gonna get on it. I'm doing it. Don't turn super hard with that with the handlebars. Don't slam that front brake. I do have a video on MTC, Motorcycle Training Concepts, that talks about gravel. So you might want to check that out. Recently purchased a bike for her wife, and as part of her training, she's been watching your videos every day. She's doing well and will be taking the MSF course soon. Kirk, I'm glad. Woo! She's gonna do well. She's gonna do real well. Might as well leave the hat on. I love these hats. These are the Flex Fit hats. Hey, newbie. Still got yours. Still got yours. I think I have your address, newbie. You're still in here. I think I got it. Might be in the personnel file I got. Let me see. And yes, I keep personnel files. If not, I'll get it. And I got it. I still got it. All right. Sweet. I gotta sign it though. Where do you want it? Where do you want this? Yeah, it's not exactly. It's not signed yet. Where do you want it? Do you want it right here where this is, or do you want it like here, or you want me just to surprise? You want it small enough to where when you wear it, it's not like it's crazy, or do you want it like big? Like the front up here? You want me to sign like right next to it? Or like underneath, or... Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, you get the embroidery on the backside too. Where do you want it? And everybody, Newbie's gonna get one because Newbie decorated this office. And you should see what he did with the new classroom that we're gonna be having pretty soon. For those of you that are members, did you guys see that post that I made? On the like right here? Like where you want me to do it like where this is? Like basically just do it where take the sticker off, or leave the sticker on and do it on this side? Yeah, I want you to have a nice hat, man. I want it, like I want it to be where it's like you showed up and you're like, hey man, can you sign it like right here? And I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I want to do. Maybe I'm just terrible because I don't like surprises. We do have stickers on the shop. We're gonna get more, and we're gonna get more and have them in inventory. Right now, I tested it out through Printful, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I just would rather have them in inventory myself. We have these on the shop, the rescue cards. I keep one in my wallet. Any tips for Dan? So, any tips to ride when beginning raining like a thunderstorm? Okay. So if there's gonna be a ton of water, like if you're riding and no water yet, and all of a sudden there's a ton of water like getting on the road, you gotta be very careful. The first 30 minutes you're gonna have the oils kind of seep out of the ground, which is what happens. Oil rises and floats on water. It's got a different density than water, and it's gonna float. So the water's gonna get underneath it. It's gonna float up to the top and then start going off. So for the first 30 minutes, you're gonna have pretty oily roads. So kind of be careful with that. If you have good tread on your tires and good PSI and you did a good T-clocks, you shouldn't worry too much about rain, other than still being a little bit more careful, being a little bit smoother on the throttle, smoother on the braking. Don't take turns as fast. I would say I would minimize 20% of your turning speeds, or lower my speed by 20% in the turns. I'd give myself 20% more braking distance and then 20% more time to get up to speed from a stop. Be very careful. Be very careful on accelerating from a stoplight. That's a big one. So be very, very, very smooth. So is there a way to properly fall or bail on a motorcycle? Go limp, relax, keep from stretching hands out. If you're at that point, you're kind of at the mercy, and you don't get to practice falling, right? So you're going to do whatever your body's natural instinct will do. The only time you get to really practice falling is if you like do jiu-jitsu or any type of training in that way, and you just kind of know how to fall. So what can we do? We can practice not crashing. We can practice our slow speeds. We can practice situational awareness. So the best bet for like any type of advice is like, you know what? Don't train to fall, train to prevent it, because you can actually train that. You can't really train the fall part. David, you're getting prepared for the MSF course 5 to 6 June. Got all of your gear set. Woo! But to go back, Don, limp is probably the best, but I doubt you're gonna be able to do that in an emergency. Buying the hat and beanie now, and I'll be wearing the shit out. Yeah, boy! Good job, Rogue. Grab yourself stuff. I bought my own. I wanted to see how it turns out, and I love it. It's embroidered. It's hard to see. It's a little bit blurry, but then I made sure I got a little bit on the back. So these hats are a little bit more than what you typically buy a hat for, but these are the official crew hats that you wear only at work. Okay, whenever you show up to a class, you wear these. They're almost collector's items. And you got an extra embroidery on the back. Now we do have different hats. We have dad hats on the shop. We do have dad hats basically, but these are the crew. I'm sorry, not the crew hat. The Smart Rider hat. These are the Smart Rider hats. So we have, you see how it's all like distressed and everything? We have Smart Rider hats. Yeah, I'm gonna be ordering one of these too. I think these look really good. And then these ones have these are flex fit, so they don't have a back end. So these ones do. So if you have a ponytail, they'll fit really well in there. I need to get one. I need to get one of those. Yeah, we're gonna get more and more stuff. My main concern isn't like clothes. My main concern is educational materials. So we're working hard on the rescue card, motor rescue kit training. We're working really hard on a bunch of other stuff. To be honest, I don't care too much about merch and clothes. I just put up on the store what I would wear as a uniform. So I got the uniform t-shirt, the short sleeve, and the hat. That's what I'm wearing here. You guys have clothes. You guys have nice clothes, probably. What people don't focus on is the stuff that I think that truly matters, and that's the educational part. So I'm focusing on that, and that's going to be where you can definitely support the channel by getting some training from us when we get it up. That's going to be the big thing. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, nice shirt, huh? Oh. Woo, feeling good. It's a little warm out. I want to go for a WAOK. I think I got a little bit more time. Look at Nikki's beard though. It's rainbow beard. Looking good. Have you done any adventure touring, Alex Costa? No, but who's my favorite? One sec. My favorite. My favorite adventure rider for any type of adventures is FTA Adventures. Really good stuff. I love watching his stuff. And then Everride is also a fun one. Everride's a good one. Yeah, subscribed. I've been subscribed for a while. Everride's a good one. He got me into the KLR back in the day. Brett T. Cax is also a good one. I like his stuff. Packing tips and everything. He's got some good videos. How to ride on sand roads with wheel ruts. He's a great coach too. I love listening to him talk. He has a very good trail breaking video. And he does lectures and everything. I like him. He's probably like the best relatable adventure rider coach. Very good. Very, very, very good. Mention a woman. I forgot her name. Let's see. Short. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Short. Woman adventure riding. Jocelyn Snow. That's her. Hey, that's how I do things, okay? Jocelyn Snow. She's a pro. She's an absolute pro. Jocelyn Snow is amazing. She's a great coach too. So she talks about like, lifting the bikes and whatnot, but
off the bike here. Name is
see, this is what I'm talking about right here. So if you're a short woman thinking that these big bikes are scary, no. Watch this, lady.
famous move, dog on a fire hydrant, and that's what you do. Because completely off the bike here, I am in control of it. Again, it's not gonna get away from me. I had to get my foot way out to keep this bike up in balance.
Yeah, I focus mainly on educational channels. Look how tiny she is compared to that bike. That's what I'm saying. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You just have to know how to control it. And she shows you how to control it.
Women out there know that they can do this.
Watch her. Watch her kick ass.
Hit the
Man.
motor! She goes over! Wow! Great speed! Over the hump! She comes down into the water crossing! Jocelyn is through!
Jocelyn Snow's. Look at.
You're there. How do you get restarted?
So how do you get restarted on the bike?
Oh, if the bike is stalled or whatever. So now you're going to restart from ground level.
Yep.
Watch this.
I'm gonna start and take off.
Yeah.
And I do. This is how I start and take off. My butt goes up. I'll show you. Yeah, maybe one chair, any chair.
They're moving all the stuff.
Oh my-
Watch.
Come on. Now you're afraid of me. Okay. Wow. Now we have an airport runway. So I'll do it a couple times. So I start like this at a street light because I want to talk to my buddies. And then I'm going to go and you watch my butt's off. And I get up.
So I like Jocelyn Snow. She's an absolute badass. I mean, come on now. But yeah, Meg Brapp's also talented. Yeah. There's a ton, guys. That's the thing is like there's a ton of people that are talented at this stuff that you just don't find, you don't see, because the algorithm or whatever, they're all there. They're all there. The 2-time haha yes. Just passed your moto course. Yeah. Where do I find all the videos for my videos, Donna? Motostars, Moto Madness, Chaos Riders, 99 Lives. They do crash compilation videos. They get sent in. But we also have a video submission form too. So if you want to send them in that way, please do that. But yeah, we just go over the crashes that happen, and do an after action review. I wouldn't put it in first gear without a helmet on. Yeah, Razor, she's a professional though. I mean, she's doing her own risk assessment, right? She's doing her own risk assessment. Whenever I get on a bike, I always have a helmet. Always. But she's an absolute professional. Yeah, Jocelyn Snow. So I'll the one that we were just watching. There you go. Was my least favorite bike that I've tried? The least favorite bike that I tried. It was a sport bike. I forgot what it was. I mean, I like all of them. But I guess like the most uncomfortable, the thing that just didn't, like the ergonomics, I felt really big on an MT-07. I felt big. Like I felt squished. I felt squished. I don't, I just felt like, where's the rest of the bike? I don't know. I like the, I like my FTR. I like it. Do I like naked bikes? Yeah, my FTR is a naked bike. It's a power cruiser, flat tracker, naked. Whatever. Yeah, Chris, I don't know. I just didn't find it. I don't know. Different people. I like sitting. I guess because like I felt like I was sitting in the bike. I feel like I like sitting on the bike, but still feeling locked in. If that makes sense. Ret means stop. All right, cool. I like mid controls or like those mid rears that the FTR has, but mid controls are my favorite set of controls. Rear controls I can deal with, but that means I'm in a weird position. My knees are kind of just like I don't feel like I can put a lot of weight. I mean, I can still make it happen. I can make it work. But forward controls I don't like too much. I'm not a fan of forward controls at all. The more I do it, and it's like I know how to handle it, but it's like I'm at the point in my life where it's like if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna choose mid. Super Duke 1290, my thoughts on it. I don't really have, guys, I don't have a lot of thoughts about specific bikes. I really don't. I know I'm talking about bikes right now, but I really don't have massive thoughts because bikes are so specific to the person and what they like and what they feel like. And I used to know a lot more about bikes, but then I started focusing like this past year and a half on the rider, the mentalities, the psychologies. And to me, it just kind of came down. Yeah, exactly, Demon. A bike is a bike is a bike. Like humans, though, there's so many different variables with humans that have such a bigger impact on how you ride. Let's go ahead and get some music back on. Makes such a bigger impact. So that's what I focused on. And that's the hardest thing. Is like everybody can focus on the external, like, hey, this bike has this and this bike has that, and then you should get this and that. But then there has been nothing done about the skill level of the rider. So that's what I really care about. Oh, Uncle Cousin Mario, best breakfast burrito location in my hometown. It's almost dinner time in Yuma, Arizona. It was Stan's Burritos. Stan's Burritos. First Ave. Whew. Love it. Here locally, I would say it's going to be Mr. Toro's. It's a Caniceria. I think that's how you say it. And it's on Houghton and Valencia in Tucson, Arizona. Ooh-wee. It's a meat market, but you go into the back. It's very clean. It's not, when I say back, it sounds like you have to like, no, it's the most clean place I've been in Tucson. And you just go to the back counter where they make you the food, and then you ask for a breakfast burrito. And it's like, ooh, and any burrito from there, it's like, oof, so fresh. My favorite place. If you're in Tucson, go to Mr. Toro's. Mr. Toro's on Houghton and Valencia. Jonathan, you like it? I like your beard too, Jonathan. You got that gray beard going, man. Got that gray beard. Woo! Just Alex, you're welcome. Reliable Jones, thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Patchy Beard Gang. Sorry, never been a part of that. I'm watching this video from the International Space Station. Can't wait to be back. Moto Life. What you doing up there? What are you doing? Do I have a custom Harley? I made it as custom as possible, then I traded it in for my FTR. Yeah. Picante? No. Kurt, picante? I don't like sauce, but I know you're not supposed to put picante on a burrito. Especially if you get a burrito from a true Mexican store, it's called a grocery store, and you get like good Mexican food from no, you don't put picante. No. You get the sauce that they have, or you get your Mexican wife to make some from home, some scratch. Or you make it yourself. Have her teach you. Gotta go to sleep, Daniel. All right, see you later, man. Any tips on lane splitting? Been in a few scenarios. It might have been useful, but too scared to do it. Martin Dial, if you're too scared to do it, then don't do it. The main thing is just do it slow. Do it nice and slow. And when the best practice would be, you come up to a stoplight and there's a few cars, not very many. Do it nice and slow. Pick the biggest gap. Just go slow, straight line. So there you go. Slow, straight line. So if you want to practice that to where you're not really scared, practice the slow, straight line in a parking lot. So on those parking spaces, those parking lines, pick the longest one and try your best to go slow. Do like 5 miles an hour. Do 10 miles an hour. Slow, straight line without looking down. You look up, look straight, look forward. Slow straight line all the way through. Slow stop. Practice that so that when you get down to real life scenario where you're going to lane filter, the slow straight line part is taken care of. And now all you have to do is scan for anybody jumping out or looking forward and seeing if there's any other hazards. You don't even have to worry about your body. You can practice with cones too. Put cones on the sides of the slow straight line, and you'll realize how easy that would be. And that's if you're nervous. You know, that's if you're nervous. See you later, Gator Guida. Take the classes and practice. Yes, Doug. Yes. You guys, even if you've been riding for a little bit, take at least the advanced class. Like if you've been riding for a little bit, taking the beginner class, it might be kind of boring, but you're gonna get some really good tips. The class itself, like the pace of it, like, you know, okay, we're doing friction zone, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's like, oh, I already know this stuff. But during that process, you're gonna get some tips on how to do it even better. So then when you go out riding and you're doing it out there, it's like, oh, the tips have made riding even easier. That's what I got out of it. When I went to the beginner class after like 8 years of riding, and I'm like, I learned something from this. And that's what made me want to become a coach. I paid for my wife's class and my class, and I showed up and I'm like, I want to become a coach. Because I learned so much after 8 years of riding. I could be talking about this stuff. I could be giving these tips out. So take a class, guys. Even if you've been a while. Worn Traveler with the 99. Woo! Appreciate it. There's a link for, yeah, we're going to have more, Squally Lee. We're going to have more. DFMcrew.com is kind of bare bones. We've been really focusing on motorcycletrainingconcepts.com. We're going to have more. We're going to have way better stuff. Trust me. Do I speak Spanish fluently? No, but I know some stuff. Just a little bit. Not enough to get me, not enough to keep me safe. Instead of burrito one, what's more important selecting a bike? Weight of the bike or ability to flat foot? What variable is more important to the out of the only those two? The ability to flat foot would be good. The weight of the bike is whatever. Even if you can't flat foot a big bike, you can still handle it pretty well. Yeah, I know what pantalones is. Pantalones. What's up, Matt? How you doing? How you doing? You like my tie-dye shirt? Yeah, out of those, I would do the flat footing thing. But here's the thing, with good slow speed skills, you don't need to flat foot or worry about the weight of the bike. All right, guys, you know what to do. You guys know what to do. You need to hit that like button, sign in, because we're about to take off, guys. I got to get going. I'm gonna relax. It's been fun. We started at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's about 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing this at 12 noon to probably about 2 p.m. All right, we're gonna do this again, 12 noon to about 2 p.m. But guys, I gotta get going. I'll be seeing you around. Make sure you guys join the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. Why is that chat? Who messed up the chat? All right, we'll just do that. Somebody messed up the chat. Jeez. There we go.